guys. Thank you, Vox. I'm sorry that nothing happens on the starting screen. I'll thank you again when we go live. We're getting even newer, even better emotes. We're getting the bestest emotes. They just take time to draw. I know. Oh, I love that goose. It's all happening here. I'm not... Oh God, I gotta fix that transition. Every time Pixel watches, she's like, you gotta fix that transition. I don't know how to fix that. Good morning, everyone. It's actually very late for me, and I wasn't gonna stream. But I thought, do it. Just do it. So, we're light on le maquillage. So just having a chill little research stream. Also, I want to listen to this music, but I can't give it I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Also, Vox, thank you for investing in Moral Coin. Congratulations on a month of complete moral impunity. It's so happy for you. Hey, I'm going to be... No, I can't accept Linux. I haven't worked that out yet. I'm going to change the... Joanna, use your words. I'm going to change the dual streaming software I use. I keep saying I'm going to do it and I don't. But I will. I can. And I must. I would like to make this dark. That's right, I can do it like this. No. The simple answer is no. Okay. So... a few things. Morning, Professor. One is fabulous news. Just before we get into the research. Love Story is out on Disney, which is the Ryan Murphy retelling of JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. And I love it. And as a hater, it's so exciting when I like something, because I always hate everything. And when I like something, and it's something, you know, do the Kennedys like it? No. But it's what I wanted. I love Carolyn Bessette, and I just love her, and I just want to see their love story. I just want to see it. I know it's not going to be for everyone. I know, Evan Starcraft, you might not like it, but for me, I turn it on, and I'm watching it, and then the episode ends, and I'm like, I love my show. I need more. Give me another episode. Hey, Brave Raver. And then they did, but they only gave me 3. But I'm ready and waiting for another one. Oh, God, do I love Carolyn Bessette. So that's my good news. Now, other news. Andrew arrested. I love him corpse maxing in the photo. The photo is my favorite bit of it. I'm really glad. This is why I keep telling you guys, though, that we really need the DOJ. We're looking in the wrong place. The DOJ don't have the files we need. The files we need are at Treasury. The ones that Senator Ron Wyden keeps asking for. That's the files we need, the suspicious activity records. So for those of you who don't know, Andrew is being investigated for insider trading because while he was in charge of some sort of trade envoy or something, he was sending documents to Epstein, which is tantamount to insider trading. Mind you, I think there is evidence in here that Peter Thiel was doing the same thing. Because literally Epstein is like, should I invest in Palantir? And he's like, nah, it'll be better next quarter. But I think that's just part of being friends also, you know? Giving your friends a little tip. No, but I think everyone goes down when we get the document from Treasury. You know what's so funny? There's an email in the emails about Andrew, and it's from, I believe it's between Epstein and Bannon, and it's when Andrew was first getting a lot of heat, and Epstein was like, you know that Charles is behind this. But as you guys know, when it comes to the royal family, I will not be happy until Prince William goes down, because I know what he's doing to Princess Kate. And I may be the only one who knows. But I do know. I do know. So, today, I want to do a little bit of research. It's going to be super boring, guys. So you do not have to stay. It's if you want to chill with me, you can chill with me. But if you don't want to chill with me, you don't have to chill with me. Right? I'm going to be here. You can pop in, you can pop out, you can say hi, you can say what's going on. You can leave. What I'm going to be doing is looking at emails to do with biotech specifically, because he was investing a lot in that, and I just want to see what we can scrape from the emails on that. I was going to make a video about it, and then this morning I was thinking, I call my video the Jeffrey video. What would I call the next video? The other Jeffrey video? The second Jeffrey video? The better Jeffrey video? The spookier Jeffrey video? The only way I think I can do it is by taking it and... Right, his name in Cyrillic. Taking it and taking like the Mogfest and Elon Musk's baby infatuation and the general intense focus on what I call American eugenics. Like, I was thinking that could be my title, American Eugenics, because there seemed to be a big focus on that recently. Oh, did you see that RFK is a never nude? Incredible. I also, things that are important before I start, guys. 1, I know I don't publish there much, but I am leaving Substack. I'm going to set up a ghost instead, because Mark Andreessen is my op. It's always going to... I've edited it. I just forgot the password to the YouTube. So I just have to remember the password to the YouTube, and then I will upload Girldozer. Ghost is an open source alternative to Substack. Substack has funding from Mark Andreessen, who's my op / boyfriend. Can't decide. And that was bad enough, right? Because I was like, I can't be criticizing this man on a platform where I'm giving him money for criticizing him, right? But now Substack is pairing up with Polymarket, and I don't like it. Brave River, the problem is it's not my so my friend and I have a podcast, and we have a email for that podcast, which we created for the podcast. We forgot the email to that. Oh, that's kind of cool. I can't give a duck. Yeah, so I will not be, as an Australian, where you guys have a gun problem, we have a gambling problem. I will not be participating in a platform that is promoting gambling. People don't see Polymarket as that. It is that. I won't be there. So I'm currently in the process of transitioning to Ghost. And then once I'm there, I'll feel comfortable writing more and I'll feel that I am required to write more because I just put in all that effort to transition to Ghost, you know? So that will be soon. Is there anything else I needed to tell you? I don't think so. The idea of gambling markets and the news having a partnership, and I know CNN is doing it too, with Kalshi, it makes me sick to my motherfucking core. Especially when it looks like, to an extent, the administration is doing like, what do you call it when it's rigged in gambling? It's not insider trading. What is it called? Like Carolyn Levitt, people were betting how long she would be. Do you remember this? How long she would take giving a press address, and she left with like a second to go in order to... Is it a rake? I'm so separate from... Actually, I gambled a little bit this year. I entered the lottery because I felt like I was going to win. I didn't win, but I won $17, which just so happened to be the exact amount I needed to enter the lottery again. So I took it as a sign and I entered the lottery again. And I won $17 again. And I was like, you will not fucking get me this time. So I'm done with it. You guys know what I mean. There is a word for it. Oh, I meant to get that camera set up so you could see me typing with my one finger. I guess it's just insider trading. Cheating. I guess it's just cheating, guys. Maybe it's whatever. It doesn't matter. I won't participate in... It's so dystopian. Like, people are upset about clvicular and the Mog Wars, right? Because they're like, oh, it's gross and dystopian, it's distracting us from politics, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Zoolander came to life. That is low in my priorities. Yes, Sheriff. Please, don't gamble. Not on sport, not on anything. No gamble. No gamba. Morning Formica. I want to call you Formica. Formica. Anyway. Yeah, so I will not participate. I think it's fucking sick and fucked up in the head, and, you know. Guys, I'm happy to sing for you whenever you want. Do you like my little song? Thank you, guys. But now, to boring. Evan Starcraft, stop being ridiculous. You know what's crazy? My friend wants me to do that TikTok challenge, the Wide Awake one. But the problem is the harmony that everyone's doing, where they're like harmonizing, is a male harmony. So it's like, wait, hang on. When you're like, thunder rumbling, it's not even a belt for a girl. So it's like, it's not impressive when girls do it. Castles crumbling. The impressive thing is the main melody line. It's late. So until someone comes up with a really good harmony for... I was thinking about that song because it's crazy that both Russell Brand and Orlando Bloom broke up with her on tour. It's just one of the cruelest things I think you can do to a performer. And I hope she's happy with Justin Trudeau, and I hope he never does that to her. If he breaks up with her, may she be at home when she's broken up with. Am I not getting YouTube chat? Is anyone chatting in YouTube? Or I'm hoping you just aren't chatting. Let me just check. If you're on YouTube and you want to speak now or forever hold your peace so I can just check that I'm not missing you guys. Because that would be sad. Oh no. Guys, I can't see you. Guys, I can't. I'm so sorry. I cannot see you. I didn't mean to be ignoring you. I only just noticed. But I noticed your absence. Like a mother with a lost child. I looked around and I said, wait, where did my baby YouTube chat go? What happened? Why no YouTube chat? What? See, this is why I need to get a different dual streaming thingy-mabob. Hang on. It's my cranky face. I'm sorry, YouTube. It's still just... No. Falling Sheep, I can't hear you. Short Stack Goblin, I can't hear you. Huh? No. Whatever shall I do? What if I disconnect and connect? Uh-oh, that seemed like a real bad idea. I think I lost everyone. See, this is why I need new software. This simply won't do. And do you think I remember my password to anything? Because you know what happened? I did that video on the Dark Gothic MAGA, and then I was like, oh, they're coming for me. I better change my password to everything. I don't know what the password is. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. Thank you, but I don't know who did it. Because I can't see anything right now. I just heard the little sound. I am the best streamer that you've ever met. No one streams quite like me. I'm gonna use this passkey instead of a password. Because oh no. We're working on it. Have I gotten threats from Dark Gothic MAGA? No. It's all in my head. Okay. Maybe I just have to have YouTube chat in my hand. Wait, someone chat right now. Oh, no, there they all came. I see you all now. There we go. Wow, hello. I am truly afraid Peter Thiel might one day push me off a balcony. But Peter, listen, I just want to make this clear to everyone. Anyone I criticize. No, I can see YouTube now. It's all good. It's all good. I worked it out. I'm a tech genius. I'm a professional streamer, but I don't know what happened there. Formica, thank you. Okay. Hey, Basil. Okay, I just want to, like, I wish I were better, but I just need you to know this. Anyone I criticize in my videos who is a billionaire, I can be bought. I can be paid off. So before you organize a hit or you put a whole lot of money into trying to sue me, consider buying me off. I just think it'll work better for all of us. Let him know. At this stage, I think I'm ready for some Teal Bucks rumors, you know? I'd rather not be killed. I'd rather be bought off. You know? I can go and do lifestyle content. If you give me enough money, I can just go and do that. Ooh! The truth about the Clinton kill list. No, but for real. Do you guys know about the octopus? Do you guys know about Inslaw? Not to get weird about it. Okay. Where's my beautiful music? Promise. Yes, we have a real one in the chat. A lot of people. Listen, I don't want to talk about the octopus. Because I don't want to die. I'm pissing enough people off. Yeah, I changed all my passwords to everything. No one threatened me. Nothing happened. I like to think maybe I was shadow banned on YouTube. That's what I tell myself anyway, so I can sleep at night. You know, it's just how it is. Okay, we're going to do some research now. So I'll chat with you as I do, but I need you to lock in and focus and understand that I'm not your babysitter. I'm working, and you can work with me. Or you can go. But just know we're just doing what we do and we do it, okay? And that's now. Okay. Now, let's start with the obvious. Jean. Oh no, someone actually named Jean? Let's try Jeans. Teddy, I can bet I'm working at... It's not that I want more views of my streams. I want more views of my videos that I make. Okay. Elkhorn Gold. Okay. NYU. Not good. You're on my list, Elkhorn. New line of research. A few colleagues and I are pioneering a idea to formulate which came out earlier this year, posting a shared genetic epigenetic causation behind schizophrenia, certain forms of dementia. This is totally novel perspective which cuts across traditional brain disease taxonomies and gives rise to original research strategies into the mechanisms of two major disorders. I am Paloma, but we can't talk about him. Hire an editor. I don't make enough money to hire an editor, my friends. We're happy where we're at. I just like to tell myself that I'm shadow banned, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Dr. Goldberg. Not doing great things for the rumors that I am out here trying to fight against. Where's fuck off, Deepak Chopra. Eugenics. Not good. Why does my chat do this on screen? Guys, leave Sheriff alone. Also, I don't want to work with the editor. I don't like working with people. Yeah, if you want to give me keywords, we can work our way through them. I'm looking for biogenetic stuff. So like genes, CRISPR, mosquito, NOAC. I don't want to look at Deepak Chopra right now. Damn, they were talking about it a lot. Fuck off, Deepak. I want... Okay, so, but Deepak, guys, Deepak Chopra isn't a scientist, is he? Like, he doesn't actually know anything. New Age guru, alternative medicine. Does he have studied medicine? Licensed physician in the 80s, though. When's the last time you practiced? It looks like 1985. So you practiced medicine for 5 years. If that. Okay. He's going to be annoying. Trivers. Trivers is an important one. And this guy, Josha Bach. We're just getting names at the moment. German cognitive scientist. There's a song I really like that mentions Deepak Chopra. It's like, orange soda, Deepak Chopra, Versace dress and my Gucci loafers. But if he's a fraud, I'm still trying to relate. Okay. I posit that there is an internal game with its own... This is also the really hard thing I told you guys about, that people who luck their way into money like to believe that they're incredibly intelligent. So this man is like Jeffrey Epstein, is like paying to have connections to people at like Harvard evolutionary science and all these kind of like different schools. But he doesn't know anything. But because he has so much money, they all have to entertain him when he's like, oh, yeah, Queen Herpes. They have to entertain him like as if he's saying something that makes sense. I posit that there is an internal game with its own payoff matrix. Separate from this, that is. I think the whole game is internal. All pleasure and pain. Okay, pleasure and pain. My question relates to the metaphor of genetic conflict in a single individual. Is there an equivalent? I'm still trying to understand the question. Yeah, what do you mean, bro? Trivers genetic competition. Okay, I know he talks to Trivers because I've seen him in the emails. I too am a scientist. That describes a competition neural wiring during the formation of the brain, the development of every... So he's trying to prove that men and women have different brains. He was just lucky. He was a great hang. And he was willing to do illegal shit. So it's that kind of street smarts versus book smarts thing. He had a lot of street smarts. Until he didn't. And then he got arrested and died. Now, or read Trivers on genetic conflict. I started looking at it. Talk tomorrow. Okay. Deepak, get out of these fucking emails, bro. I don't want to deal with him right now. Have you ever been to Pedophilia? Oh, what are you doing here? Bad hang behavior. Only bad hang behavior around cool people. Good hang behavior around losers. Reading about World War One, World War Two, Vietnam gives me no insight into ISIL, Boko Haram. I listen to you because the science says X using tools of today, any worker using yesterday. Seems a little odd. Germs before microscope. What are you talking about? Okay, so this is interesting here. He's trying to move more into longevity, which is like that Brian, not Armstrong, the other Brian. They deny being Teal funded. Did you see today the article, actually? So Adam Friedland has the same publicist as Clvicular, who is also the publicist of... Is this today? Yeah. Adam's publicist, and the reason why he currently seems to be everywhere, is Mitchell Jackson. Jackson was managing editor of Broadly, Vice's woman's vertical back in the day, and got fired because it was revealed he was pals with Milo Yiannopoulos and was encouraging Milo and other right-wing influencers to dogpile female writers. He went by the name Mitchell Sunderland at the time. Over the past year or so, Jackson and his firm, BCC Communications, have been the subject of loads of interviews, including this Vanity Fair profile and this bizarrely credulous GQ piece where he calls Israel his dream client. His clients include people like Candace Owens, Brett Cooper, Carolyn Calloway, my gal. Clvicular is Teal funded. He's Teal funded. And now his latest client is Looks Maxing Tragedy Clvicular, who went on Adam's show earlier this week. Despite his denials in this JQ profile that similarly takes everything that these people say at face value, there's a bunch of stuff linking Teal and Clvicular together. Jackson was the one who got Clvicular booked to walk the Elena Velez runway in New York Fashion Week. Velez has long been rumored to be Teal funded or adjacent. She's also best friends with Anna and Dasha. Said she wanted to create a post-woke fashion brand. Jackson is representing conservative women's mag Evie, its founder Brittany Hugo Boom. So it's that thing again of like very small, thank you, Tarask, very small, and Seven Harmonies, very small circles where it's like, are they necessarily, like, are they Teal funded? They got to keep, this is the thing, right? I can sit here and tell you I'm not Teal funded, right? But what if it came out and none of us knew, including me? I didn't know either. I didn't know. None of us knew. And then one day it comes out that Sheriff Truman is actually Peter Thiel. Technically, I'm Teal funded then. So I think there's like a plausible deniability where Anna and Dash are definitely friends with Peter Thiel. They've met him 100%. They run in the same circle as him. They are putting out the kind of talking points that he wants put out. But these girls are making, well, they were for a time there, making $300,000 a month from their Patreon. When Black Scare exists and you can easily just download the episodes for free that are behind the paywall, why would anyone at this stage be paying for their Patreon? Like, legitimately. So even if a few people who are diehards are like wanting to support them, not $300,000 a month worth. That's crazy. So my opinion is they're Teal funded, but it's not like explicit. Like, they don't have a contract with Palantir. Peter Thiel has 1,000 bots subscribed to their Patreon that put in it. Like, if someone randomly came in here right now and donated like 30,000 subs, right? It would be like how I would have to address that, right? The thing about Clvicular, which is dangerous but also comforting, is he is anti-political. Like, he doesn't do politics. He hates talking about politics, which I like. It also means that more people are going to stop. Had to use you as the example, Sheriff. It also means that more people are trying to, like, it encourages more of the youth to not focus on politics. It's like the opposite of woke culture, right? Which is, oh, my puppy's behind me. I didn't even know. It's like the opposite of woke culture, in that woke culture is all about like focusing on other people and like what you can do for them and how to help them. And like this clvicular kind of looks maxing culture is all about focusing on the self completely. It's very like Glamorama. It's very Zoolander. It's very strange. It's like these people are playing a strange video game in the real world. And we're also in that world, but they're playing a game where they're all out there mogging one another. I know a lot of you hate it. I can't get enough of it. I take clvicular any day over that fucking little punch monkey, which ruined my fucking week. I don't need to see a sad, dejected monkey. I'm about to get a gun and take all the other monkeys out. It's time we arm punch, because what's happening right now, it's not okay. But yeah, point being, is he funded? I mean, are they funded? Yes, but maybe not. Seven Harmonies. Can I tell you something so funny? So, I've been on Tinder recently. I know, desperate times. I find it enjoyable. I don't really like meeting up with anyone. I just like one of my prompts. So my profile says 5'9", if it matters, because all the boys' profiles say that. And then it says, I want to talk about 9/11. When I tell you, this is the best prompt that anyone can ever have, because 5% of the people that I match with come in with the right energy replying to that prompt. And then the other 95% are fucking insane. It is the smartest thing I've ever come up with. And I immediately, like, if someone's like, okay, what's your conspiracy theory? It's like, conspiracy theory? Terrorists hit the towers. Why the fuck would you say anything else? Pretty weird. Pretty weird. But yeah, it's like, it's startling what some people open with when you say, I want to talk about 9/11. And I recommend it to everyone. Put it in your bio. Okay. So, this is important to me. I love this thing he always does. He never says I am. He's always like I, comma, I, FSB, I, trying to move you away from curing disease and more move into longevity. I'm just gonna, Teddy, that's great. This system of research, is it slow? Yes. For sure. For sure. I make this screen dark for you, but I want you guys to know I fucking hate it being this dark. Can't see. Who are you, Karina Shuliak? Are you one of his girls? Are you one of his girls? Epstein's last girlfriend. Was admitted to Columbia. A Belarusian, just like Dasha. Oh, this is Karina. See, I'm used to it being spelled like this, the other Karina. Okay. Guys, I have a lot of weird things to say about a lot of weird things. So I do not allow myself 9/11. Okay? 9/11 happened how it happened. Do I love to watch a 9/11 documentary? Absolutely. Every time I return to New York, do I spend an entire day in the museum, the memorial? Absolutely. But, no, I'm not questioning things. It's not good for me. Jeremy, when I opened Gmail today, I realized all your mails to me and my to you had disappeared. I can't understand how it happened. If I have deleted them by chance, they would be in trash, but there are no. How could it be? So what's your question about dinosaurs? Oh, God. Okay, this is a stupid dinosaur talk. This isn't what we're looking for. So you admit it happened. Okay, so I need to use helium. I'm trying to become a Linux girl. I'm trying to get all of the right things. I thought I was doing the right thing by getting off Chrome. Now I'm learning I need a new one. Helium. I will do that. Firefox? Okay, guys. Firefox with uBlock. I type with one finger. That's who you're asking to download all these programs. A girl who types with one finger. It's ridiculous. Wait, you know what I want to do quickly? I'm sorry, I know this isn't research. I can't type. Brave. Okay, everyone's got these. Just let me have one game, okay? And then we'll go back to research. Palau. I always like to start over here. Tuvalu. Kiribati. Fiji. Tonga. Samoa. New Zealand. Vanuatu. Nice. Australia. Micronesia. Malaysia, truly Asia. Yeah, what am I doing right over there? Nauru. I follow this travel TikToker and she accidentally broke into the Australian immigration camp in Nauru. Papua New Guinea. What are you? Marshall Islands? Yes. But what are you? Indonesia? No. Timor-Leste. No, but what's this one under... What's next to Nauru that I'm missing? We don't have time. We don't have time. We must move on. India, China, Japan, South Korea, North Korea, Philippines. I don't know how to spell that. I don't know how to spell it. Okay. Laos, Cambodia, Brunei, Did I already do Vietnam? No, okay. But who else fights for the South China Sea? Philippines, Vietnam, China. Oh, Taiwan. Duh. Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia. What are you, long thing? Are you Bhutan? No, that's up there. Oh, let's get Sri Lanka. What's there near Brunei, guys? It's not Malaysia. I wrote Malaysia. What's near... Guys, not Nepal, but let's do it. Near Brunei. Thailand. Oh my god. Genius. No, it's not the one near Brunei. We've already done Bhutan. Pakistan. Afghanistan. Nepal. No, we have Malaysia. Guys, we have Malaysia. Oh, Singapore. Genius. Thank you. Nepal. Bangladesh. If I was in between Bangladesh and Thailand, I would be, let's just get Russia this out of the way. That's an easy one. Let's just move on to the stands. Uzbekistan. Kyrgyzstan. That's right. That's, guys, Kyrgyzstan? Kazakhstan, I can spell. Did I already do Tajikistan, the terrorists? No offense, guys, but you are. I didn't make that up. You did it. I did. Oh, yes, Myanmar. Thank you. Okay, amazing. Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyz. This is where Pixel and I are gonna go. We're gonna go to Kyrgyzstan, but I can't spell it, so we can't go if I can't spell it. Hang on, here we go. Kyrgyzstan. Lovely. Armenia. Let's just get it. Let's just get some of these out of the way. Albania. Okay, that's too far away. Who am I missing here? Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan. I put in Tajikistan like 6 times, but I can't see it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Who is Armenia always in a fight with? Azerbaijan. Okay, sick. Georgia. That's a good one. Nice. We're missing someone under Uzbekistan. Fuck it, let's go. We don't have time, guys. Places I'll never afford to go on holidays. Okay. Turkey? Do you think it's Turkey? Nope. Okay, guys, it's time for us to attempt Africa. We'll come back to whatever we're missing over there. And it's gonna, is it Iran? It's gonna make us mad. Nope, it's not Iran. Okay. It's not, no, guys, that's all down in this little bottom box here. We have to focus right now, okay? Lesotho. No, guys, we're not doing the Middle East yet. We're doing Africa. Please pull it together. Kenya. Oh my God. I only know the top. I only know the top of Africa. What's happening at the bottom? Tanzania, right? Tanzania. No, guys, get away from the top. We're at the bottom. Lesotho, South Africa? Nice. Tanzania. I also have a beautiful park. People come to Namibia. Namibia. Yeah, I knew it. And that means, let's just do it. Namibia? Sometimes they do that. Oh, Mozambique. Eswatini, that's a good one. That's a great one. We got Lesotho. Malawi, that's a good one. That's one I always forget. Okay. Zambia. Okay. Zimbabwe. See, there a lot of them are, what's in between those though? What are you, little country? Angola? No. Botswana? Okay, perfect. Guys, we did the bottom. We just need whatever is off the coast there. No, we got Madagascar. Read the map. Read the map. Look at what we have. DRC for Congo. And then I'm good up here. Rwanda, Sudan, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Djibouti, Somalia. Nice. We killed that. Mali, Niger, Chad. What's happening in the middle here? Rwanda, DRC. Is there just Congo? There's, Guys, I don't know if there's a delay, but you're saying countries we already have. Get it together. Algeria. We already got that one. Morocco. Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, Ghana. Nice. Okay. Okay, well, I like to yell at people, Thuresk, so it works in my favor. Gabon, Togo. Let's get some of these done over here. Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal. I have been to Senegal. That is Mauritania. Nice. I'm a genius. Diamonds are forever. Oh, great. Very good. Oh, Equatorial Guinea. That's a good one. Because you know what else that gives us? All the Guineas. Because there are a few. So then we go Equatorial Guinea. And then we'll just do Guinea. And then we'll also do Guinea-Bissau. Oh, look at us go. Cote d'Ivoire we already got. Ivory Coast. Togo, Gabon. Nigeria? Nice. Oh, really? No, not counting the Western Sahara. This is not a woke map. They count Taiwan. Not the Western Sahara. Canada, just while we're waiting. Okay, guys. We've got some real problems. Chad! No, we got Chad. This is where I want to give up. But we should just see how many we can get. Oh, Benin! Great. Very good. We're missing quite a few. Many more than I'd like to be missing. But we simply must move on. We don't have time. We got Central Africa. Uruguay. Paraguay. Chile. Cameroon! That's a good one. Good pickup. Peru. Ecuador. Brazil. Well, don't make it unfun, 7 harmonies. Oh, we don't want to guess them all at once, you know? One message at a time. This is where shit gets real. Okay, Panama. Guatemala. Let's, guys, think about every country Bad Bunny named. We already got Cape Verde. Bad Bunny. Nicaragua. Honduras. El Salvador. Okay, now Haiti. Jamaica. Dominican Republic. Trinidad and Tobago. Belize. Saint Vincent. Little St. James. Guyana. And also, there's a Saint Lucia, and then there's a Saint something. Oh my God. Suriname. I don't know what that actually is called. If I were rich, I would go on holidays to Cuba. Guys, hang on. We gotta, sometimes when we're running out of time, we just gotta go in for the ones that we know we can get off the top, off the dome. uh, what's there near Israel and Jordan? Syria, Lebanon. What else is in the Levant? Bahamas. That's where I'd go if I was rich. Thank you. What is right there next? Is it Palestine? Ah! Woke map. Woke map. Okay, guys. We have to ditch there. We have to go hard on Europe real quick. Bulgaria. Cyprus. Norway. Sweden. Belarus. Poland. Oh my god. Spain, France. Oh no, this is where my typing lets us down. France, Andorra, Portugal, Germany. Oh my god, what's the one that's like Germany? Austria, Luxembourg. Oh my god, Slovenia, Slovakia, Estonia, Monaco, Ireland, UK. Oh my god, Vatican, Italy, Bosnia. No, Bosnia was a bad one. Croatia. Okay, guys. I can do it. I've done it before. Why'd you give me a long one? We got Uruguay. I've been to Uruguay. That's why we got Uruguay. If I've been there, it's easy for me to remember. Liechtenstein. I've done it before. I can do it with ease, actually, when I'm in practice. Solomon Islands. Oh my god, Joanna. Liberia. Sao Tome and Principe. Burundi. Uganda. The Gambia. I swear we put Gambia in, but we mustn't. It must have been. We put in Cape Verde. Oh, we put in Cote d'Ivoire, not Cabo Verde. God, they were Turkmenistan. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew we were forgetting one. St. Kitts and Nevis was the one that I was like, there's another St. I think I only imitated like one accent, didn't I? I know, because for some reason, Fallen Sheep, when I said that to you, in my head, I had merged Cabo Verde and Cote d'Ivoire together. You know? It happens. Anyway, we did it. What was our score? Oh, no, stop. I don't want to join the ADF. Don't you dare. I don't want to join the army. 81%. 81%? 81%? I would do it again if I wasn't live streaming. I would sit here all night until I got it all. I need you guys to know that. I need you guys to know that for your sake, I'm not doing it again. But in my ideal world, I'm doing it all night. And I would have got it. It was the time that let me down. Because a lot of these European countries I could have got, what would have happened was, because think about it. We'd done the new states of Eurasia, we'd done Southeast Asia, we'd done the Pacific, we'd done Africa, we'd done South America properly. Okay? We hadn't really touched Europe. Europe was a mad dash in the last minute and a half. And I fucked you guys on Cape Verde. I know, I'm sorry. Okay? That one is on me. Burkina Faso. I always remember Burkina Faso. It's all right. Back to the emails. Back to the pedophile. Oh, it's Deepak. Go away. These things that he writes to himself. Most of our genes code for protein. So he's doing the mRNA stuff. Guys, I'm very worried about some of the stuff. Who's the dead fascist in France? Oh. Just wait.
We're joined here on set by our politics editor, Mark Perelman, to look really, Mark, at the political ramifications of all this. You know, how can the far-left France Unbound party recover from this? Is there division within their own ranks about the handling of all of this?
For now, no divisions at all. The party is fully behind its leader, Jean-Luc Mélenchon, in fighting back, saying we have nothing to do this. This is a political vendetta against us. People are taking advantage of this tragic death to try to tarnish us and say we're not only on.
Cool, but what happened? What happened? I don't want to watch that, do I? I don't want to.
The killing of Quentin Duranc in Lyon is sending shockwaves through French politics as the identities of some of those arrested put the France Unbowed party in the spotlight.
Aujourd'hui, l'extrême gauche a du sang sur les mains.
French authorities have so far arrested 9 suspects. Among them is a parliamentary aide for France Unbowed MP Raphaël Arnaud. The aide has been dismissed, but
Milou, is France Unbowed part of the Mélenchon coalition?
there are calls to go a step further.
France Unbowed needs to clean up its ranks, and I call on their president, Mathilde
And he was actually one of the people kicking this guy?
Panot, to exclude MP Raphaël Arnaud from her group, or at least temporarily.
Oh, okay.
Make things clear and say no to violence.
Because that's what they made it sound
The
like.
government has singled out France Unbowed and Les Jeunes Gardes, an anti-fascist organisation dissolved by the French government last year. Formerly led by Raphaël Arnaud, the group would help provide protection at party rallies. France Unbowed has rejected any responsibility.
If there are former members of the Jeune Garde, obviously they must be punished and condemned. But this incident didn't happen within the framework of an organization, since the Jeune Garde no longer has any leadership. It has been dissolved. Therefore, it cannot be held responsible for this.
A video released by newspaper Le Canard Enchaîné has provided more details on the moments leading up to the killing, showing that the assault wasn't an isolated attack, but rather that both opposing groups had come to fight it out. The incident has provided fertile ground for political blame, setting the stage for a bitter exchange in the upcoming municipal elections.
When is the election? It's kind of like so in Australia we had the Bondi terrorist attacks, right? Which were shocking and horrible and perpetrated by ISIS terrorists. And the right-wing party just absolutely used it to go against the sitting party and be like, oh, they're not doing, what do you want them to, they were like, they need to have a royal commission. Like, it actively, the worst thing they could do is have a royal commission. And it's like very interesting how quickly these sorts of things can be politicized. The guy who died showed up at a protest and tried to start some stuff and, well, got what he started. And they're trying to tie all the lefties together. I am unsure of, Milu, are all the lefties still, because I know there was an election, I haven't been paying attention to France, I'm so sorry. But Mélenchon connected all of the left parties, didn't he, to help Macron stop the fascists from taking... Eddie, I kind of mean the Libs. Oh, that broke. Yeah, that wasn't going to last. I kind of mean the Libs and One Nation, but the Libs were the ones like Frydenberg and stuff who wasn't even sitting. We're really doing it. That coalition is dead. See, you look away from France for 1 minute and they get up to some shit. You can't trust them. Okay. I'm thinking about restarting up my podcast where I do world news every week, so like the whole world, because if nothing else, it helped me stay on top of what was happening around the world. Socialists. Libs, hang on, sorry. Libs are in big trouble because now they've got Angus Taylor, who is as leader. This is Australian politics quickly. Our opposition party, our Conservative Party, which is akin to Democrats in the United States, mind you. But the Libs have put in Angus Taylor, who takes a very traditional Howard Costello approach to economics, this idea of like free trade, et cetera, and just pushing that. But the problem is that the world, like the number one superpower in the world, isn't really doing that at the moment. So it's kind of like pushing a system that worked once but doesn't work now. And then there's Andrew Hastie. Andrew Hastie. I've seen him many times in person. He is the living proof that being good looking doesn't mean you're a good person, because he is good looking. Okay. But he is a Christian nationalist, and he's taking more of the populist approach, which is like that more protectionist, like we need to re-onshore, and the Libs are going to fight it out. They think that they're fine for now, but they're not. Andrew Hastie will make a run. He also looks prime ministerial. He looks the part. But yeah, at the moment, One Nation is polling above them, and it's more likely that I don't think the Libs would. I think it would be beyond embarrassing for the Libs if they had to form a coalition with One Nation. I don't think they could handle it. Okay, I'm going back to emails. And don't worry, I'm going to put my little screen thing back on for you. Whingy little babies. Even though I want you to know, this does nothing for me. It makes me reading harder. Okay? I want you to know that. Okay, so he's interested in RNA. We hate that he's interested in RNA, but let's just get this document number. Oh, see, and now when we click in here, he's clearly taken this like straight from a page. But, oh no, it's to someone. We just don't know who it's to. Just kind of get everything at first. And then. Pretty nice, but Arab genes. Like, Peggy, here we go. Martin, you're going to be the real issue, buddy. No, stop. I just want the bottom of the screen to be visible to me. Stop. What is happening? There we go. I'm working on a bubble game. The players are genes. The bubbles are protocells. Martin Nowak, you are the biggest loser. Goodbye. Now, if this guy's from Harvard, right? Oh no, he's the mathematics and yeah. No, I didn't want to do anything. That scared me so bad. I just was tapping my keyboard. Fuck. Yeah, and what does Deepak know about anything? The one thing I will say is a lot of the emails, like it might be an email thread and they just put every single, so like here, this is like 12. Oh no, but these all have different freaking subjects. But see here, this is basically the same email, but this one might have a reply on it. Nope. But this, yeah, that's 2 of the same email. 3 of the same email, 4 of the same email. Deepak Chopra, 5 of the same email. So this happens a lot, you see. I didn't like that sound at all, guys. It upset me. I'm looking forward to your DNA test. See how many. Oh, so Jabor is the ex-prime minister of Qatar. If you're wondering, for those playing at home. But they're just doing... So this is interesting because I think he may have been an early investor in 23andMe. Because whatever he's doing with Southern Trust funding, very strange. But this is 2017. Okay. DNA testing. When did at-home DNA testing become a thing? Guys, I lost all of you in the chat, by the way. I did something. YouTube's gone. You know how YouTube sometimes decides to leave? It left. Late 1990s. 23andMe. Okay. 23andMe launched 2007. I think 2007 might... Yeah, I can see Twitch chat. It's this YouTube that left me again. I keep losing them. That is way earlier than I thought. That's crazy. Okay, guys, we'll keep an eye out for 2007. This is 10 years after the fact. I would never, but Sheriff, I'm not sure you would ever commit a crime. I don't want the government having my DNA. Because I never know what I'm going to get up to. Deepak, go away. Oh my fucking God. All he does is talk. What is this? Have you done genome sequencing? I'm doing mine soon. Just curious what to expect. Yes, I'm Jewish. 650 relatives, all Jewish. 10 different spellings of Epstein. I have 2 recessive genes that cause hyperfucking. Great. Thank you, Jeffrey. Oh, we lost our little music that we were bopping along to. That's better. More of an observation than a gene report. Cosmology? Oh, it's Deepak again. Hey, I'm sorry I lost YouTube. Guys, I'll miss you. I know you say you're there, but I can't see you. Hang on. I got a text message from my little friendicles. Okay. I'll reply later. I'm at work, guys. I'm working. Oh, I do not want to read a single thing from Deepak Chopra. Here we go. Robert Trivers. Let's see. Free growth theory. I'm also working on a new version without maths. Me? I'm the only thing you use it for? Hell yeah. Oh, a little bit of Trump slander. Here's the latest on Peter Richardson's comments on Gordon's idea about Trump being a narcissistic psychopath, a view with which I firmly agree. I know an actress who... Oh, YouTube, you're back. Welcome back. I know an actress who does like tours with him, who are like, you know, woo-woo, but... Oh, just send it out to everyone, why don't you? Okay, you were referring to a duplication of a gene. So we're definitely doing gene shit here. The thing is, you have to understand, guys, I also have to... It's the same when I do all the like economics and finance stuff. I don't know any of these things. So I kind of have to spend a lot of time reading through those things, acquainting myself with ideas, and then I have to go back and be like, okay, time to learn about gene theory. And then I learn about gene theory, and then I reread what I read. And then we're at a point where maybe I can start to say something about something. Retrotransposons. Alan, I haven't read what Pete, but if I understand, Pete must be for subfunctionalization. That's the problem, my God, is that they were doing some real funny... He started with Biotech very early on. He was very interested in it, which should worry us all. Actually, let's just... Oh, house oversight. That's always really annoying because there's nothing I can pick up. I have to write it. No. Yeah, we're not at the red string. We're so far away from the red string. We haven't even gone to the store to purchase it. We have a sense, though, that things may not be good. Well, Jue, now you can go on your birthright. No, I don't know how much you need to go on birthright. I think you need a parent, don't you? Birthright would work on me so bad. I would move to Israel immediately. I could put some... Yes, thank you. Living in a little community off the land? From my friends at the Autistic University. Oh my gosh, okay. This gender difference. He's obsessed with this. And now he's linking it to autism. Doesn't he know that autism is caused by Tylenol? What the fuck is eubiome? Okay, so they were doing weird shit. They were mapping their microbiome. Which is, you know, the opposite of getting a colonic, I guess. Instead of wiping everyone out, you count them. This is my real... I was very upset with Noam because I find that not only is he very chummy with Epstein, but his chumminess with Epstein is... It's like providing philosophical cover for the bad ideas that he wants. So like increasing fascism, this weird bio-eugenics stuff. He like goes to Noam and is like, oh, give me a reason that this is great and amazing and fabulous. And Noam Chomsky's like, of course I'll give you a reason this is amazing. I'd love to give you a reason why this is amazing. And it's just like, Noam, you weren't a little bad, you were very bad. Oh, really? You can go even if you just converted? Why didn't anyone tell me sooner? Okay. Oh, if this is the... You always hated Noam. I hate Noam from a language philosophy point of view because he's a terrible linguist. Oh no, I'm too old too. Oh, there go all my plans. Deepak, go away. Okay, he got 23andMe done in 2014. We will, Dewey. They won't get us down. We'll find another. A Jewish spouse under 26? What am I? A pervert? Come on. You know who should get their own ethno-state? The Kurds. I think at this stage they've earned it. Things aren't looking good for them though. Re-island trip. My plane will pick you up in Boston. Okay. I wish we could just toss cares into... First is a question... Hang on. Let's see what he's asking. Nothing. We have no idea what he's asking. That's great. I love it when it's like this. First question is whether the facts have any significance. Second is what is the explanation. Answer to the first is that they don't. They have no scientific interests and they tell us nothing about how to deal with Tom Jones. Who is he? And not the mean of some group to which we... As for an explanation, the likelihood, I think, is what... Say the likelihood of a kid like me, counterpart in a family in Philly, that is part of a group of for 400 years, had a chance, 2 or 3 decades, mainstream, racism... I'm joking about ethno-states, just in case that wasn't clear. There are a few families that escaped legacy. Okay, so they're talking about black people. But it's unclear what they're saying. We both really enjoyed our evening. Okay, but Caribbean, as you like things, but on a different note, you've encouraged me to look at the data, no holds barred, mortgages, inequalities, opportunities. I've seen some things through your eyes, and for that I'm grateful. The test score gap among African Americans is well documented. 20 years of testing. Many countries. James Watson had some of his private views made public, and hence his dismissal from society. He told me that after one sentence he became an unperson. Making things better might require... Okay. Oh, great. Race science. Guys, just Noam Chomsky and Jeffrey Epstein talking about race science. Better pop it on the... Better pop it on the little sheet. Better put it on the sheet. Glad we got that one out of the way, guys. I'm aware of the potential for abuse. However, imagine that a set of genes used for working memory, like the one for... Guys, what I'm saying here is African American people have bad test scores. Next, we got to accept some uncomfortable facts. I'm aware there's potential abuse. Imagine if we could find and adjust the gene for blackness. Changing the genes for dedicated savagery. Oh, guys, this is super cool and fine. Let's change the genes of the elites so that they, like, changing the genes for dedicated savagery and a lack of concern for the welfare or even security of the population on the part of that sector of educated elites that reach positions of power. You know what we're going to do right here? Whoop, 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 whoop. Am I going to add... Well, I'm not endorsing these. What I'm trying to do is eventually create a... No, it can't be social, John. It's got to be fucking biological because we're focused on genes right now, obviously. I'm focusing on Jeffrey Epstein's obsession with biotech and his so I'm looking at obviously there's cryptocurrency, which he funded massively, but there's also biotech, which I think is the closest you get to the actual kind of crazy conspiracies that people are like, oh my God, they were eating babies. It's like, probably not. Genetically modifying babies, doing tests on babies, maybe. We have to read the emails and see. I can't believe I'm going to have to read all of these fucking emails from Deepak Chopra. But not today. The two most... Oh, we have a BlackBerry user. Ding, 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 ding. Well, no one's focusing on all the gene stuff. I think because there's, unfortunately, from what I've seen as an overview, there's also like a lot of, damn, do I even want to say it? There's some focus on SARS, and so, I think people are avoiding talking about it so there's not a whole COVID conspiracy arc from everyone, but there is a lot of focus on biotech and bioresearch that is very strange. How is memory encoded? Okay, imagine if the elite worked out how our memory was encoded and wiped it all from us. Like NSA for decoding and interception should be tasked with unmasking hidden biological codes. You'll have a Nobel Prize if you get it right. Oh, this is Peter Mandelson. Also looking at UK numbers, and it appears you guys are almost bankrupt. Thanks, my God. If you can get your signal people to work on medical issues as a side task, you personally will be seen to be forward-looking. I'm going to take this one too. Mandelson on genes related to memory. Where is it? Genes in the brain. They both share that they engage in coding. Genes coding of mental trace. They want to do weird fucking shit. And the problem is, even if Epstein didn't get very far, like, this is what Brian Johnson is doing. This is what Elon Musk is doing. This is what peptides essentially are. Like, you know what I mean? It's... Bill Gates is all through here, as is Andrew... Is it Andrew Sianovsky, his 2IC that gets him implanted at Andreessen Horowitz. And his wife. Oh my God. Sianovsky... Steven Stephen Sinofsky, who is very good friends with Epstein, wife. Melanie S. Walker, neurosurgeon. Science advisor to Jeffrey Epstein. We will type her name in later. Let's just remember to type in Mel Walker. The thing is, I'll get Firefox because you guys bullied me. It's fine. But it's not going to make cute little sounds. And I would take peptides if I could afford them. I would take GHKCU so I would have beautiful, shiny, shiny skin. There's nothing wrong with peptides. I'm not shitting on peptides. I'm saying there's this American eugenics that is kind of everything is shifting that direction. And you see it here with Jeffrey Epstein. You see it with Elon. You see it with clvicular. You see it with Maha. Like there's a very strange movement that has, I'm sorry, but like very clear eugenicist kind of parallels. And I think it's scary. Ehud Barak, are you guys, what is the genes that you're talking about? Deepak Chopra! Can this man get out of my fucking world? It's so funny because peptides are not legal in Australia, but you like talk to like your hairdresser and they're like, I've got some. Do you want them? Like everyone's suddenly a dealer. Note to Sultan. Deepak, go away. Richard, you got a funeral. Okay. Barnaby Marsh. Thanks, Barnaby Jeff. I'm grateful, Barnaby. You're very gracious. Oh, it's Deepak. Guys, it's fucking Deepak Chopra. Yeah, but why are these rich weirdos all interested in like becoming these Ubermensch, these biological bizarros? Yeah, Jue, that's actually a really good explanation. Neil, Jeff, Joichi, so this is MIT Media Lab. Have you looked at the evolutionary graph theory? My limited understanding of Shannon's theorems did not assume a give or take with the environment. Errors went down exponentially. However, the environment stayed constant. That's assuming the environment was defined in your idea of bits and atoms and things that build things. He's obsessed with Robert Trivers. The part of evolution that interests me is how it's implemented. Hox genes. We're learning, guys. Highly conserved family or master regulatory genes that determine anterior-posterior body plan. Well, is this why I have an anterior pelvic tilt? Which one is the one that goes backwards? Probably gotta sit here all frickin' day. Ooh, it looks like it is a bug. Okay, so we're gonna call this the body genes. I got a posterior pelvic tilt. My butt's sticking out like stupid head. Can't do a squat. Can't do shit. This chick. This is one of Obama's lawyers. I've read this. That's why I'm scrolling. She's asking him for information about a job. He's a pseudo-intellectual. Is this about David Brooks? Friendship is a complex biological process, part altruism, part cooperation. It does not lead to genetic fitness. Friends are not inherited with genes. Okay. They're just having a chat. It's good to check in on the chats. You got to read everything, unfortunately. Just like, I'm going to have to go back and read all this Deepak fucking Chopra bullshit. Does he email him like 400 times a day? I guess. It's also like getting a tummy transplant. These people email like it is insane. Sultan is coming to lunch. So, you know, okay. No, more Deepak. Prepare. We already read this, didn't we? Genes, let's see. Oh yeah, that's what we read. Fuck off, Deepak. I'm starting a beef. Me and Deepak Chopra. Everyone's vying for his money. And he wants to put money into, like, hang on. What are we on? 301 to 350. Hang on, let me just. He literally says, because I already checked this. He wants to do taboo research. That's what he says. Taboo science. I can't find the original email. But he literally says that he wants to start I know it's here because I've read it. No, great. There's going to be some long-ass fucking emails about science that I really don't want anything to do with. Oh, you know where it'll be? Forbidden research. Joy tells me was not happy with the idea to make a student. With regards to forbidden research, here's a brainstorm I sent them a few weeks ago. CRISPR, weapons of mass destruction, germline modification, cloning, psychedelics. He literally says at one stage, he's like, I want to put money into taboo research. Maybe is New Mexico where the Zorro or whatever that ranch is called? Because that's what I'm interested in trying to find out. I want to find out all of the biological research that he was funding or doing or involved in. Then I want to look at what was happening on the Zorro ranch. But as you can see, this shit takes me a while to get through. It's there somewhere, guys. George Church is also not someone we really want in here. Yeah. Zora Wrench, I am not hot on. Chuck Noble on crisp gene growth or Carl Yeller on sex determining chromosomes. Yeah, I don't like... I do not like that Zora Wrench at all. I know, you know what annoys me as well? Like, I'm talking like, I've read so many of these emails, and you read an email and then you know it exists, and then all of a sudden you can't find it. And you're like, I read this fucking email. I read this email, guys. I know this email exists, but whatever. Whatever. Keep moving. Because we just have to go all the way to this final page. Pritzker, Tom Pritzker. Thought you might find it amusing that the evolutionists at Harvard are considering whether depression is a positive strategy, taking a small number of people out of the race for a while. Great! Thank you, Tom Pritzker, for letting us know what's happening at Harvard. Let's kill some people. Genetics work on group level as well as on individuals. Your pioneer genes, you share many with the family, but the genes, I mean, does this approach suggest that the depression is... I'm in Aspen, but I don't think I can ski because I twisted my ankle hunting jaguars? Oh. Let's see. Find me all the information on Epstein's involvement with genes. Yes, I know he had his own. This is useful though, because I can use this to kind of also, the documents do not allege any. Yeah, that's what you think. No. You guys are liars. My doggies want me to go to bed. What did Epstein and Martin Nowak talk about? Unfortunately, I'm going to do the No, just give me what I want.
And beyond what you can do in terms of investment,
this is me doing it manually.
In terms of strong ambitions, having a place like Europe, which sometimes is too slow, for sure, and needs to be reformed, for sure, but which is predictable, loyal, and where you know that the rule of the game is just the rule of law, it's a good place. And beyond what you can...
Sometimes I'm slow. For sure. Maybe I need reform, for sure. But which is predictable and loyal. Let's see what you have to say. Okay, well, this is good because what I can do is go through all of these links. This is interesting because I can go through the links that they sent back and forth and read all of these links. Okay, but I still think, unfortunately, a lot of it has to be just me. Because I think AI doesn't, the way these fuckers talk, it's not necessarily clear what they're saying all of the time. The tariffs, he'll just work around them. Like, what, the Supreme Court and what frickin' army? He'll find a way around it. In my opinion. Try, I know I haven't. We're just seeing if it was effective or not. We're just giving it a little look. Who the fuck is Sam? Guys, stop talking about AI, because last time I talked about AI, I got in trouble. Okay? And it's too late for me to get in trouble tonight. I need to organize a time to learn about AI so then I can speak about it with some dignity, I suppose. And then we can talk about AI again. I'm so glad that Jeffrey Epstein and Deepak Chopra are discussing the fundamental reality. Go, oh, jeez, this guy never shut up. Making me mad. You must breed her, the dog. Okay, I don't want to know about dog breeding. But if I miss it and it ends up being important, hang on. She's adorable. She has such amazing genes. Speaking of rare breeds, aren't you asking a bit much? Oh. I don't like this email. New videos is me saying fuck Deepak Chopra. Sam, who are you? Sam Jarda. You seem like a freak. Just a young, smexy guy. I put Charlie McGonigal in my last video. Did you watch my last video, Babster? Charlie's at the end. Yay! Thank you. I think an example. Okay, hang on. This sounds very interesting. I think an example of deception and biocryptography. Yeah, See, this is so he did a course on cryptography, which I saw him doing the assignments for. And of course, he's like, let me explain genes to you using herpes. I need to do a deeper dive into him. Okay. They definitely want to end the Fed. They want to end the Fed so bad. They'd love to end the Fed. Who is Ron Lauder? Ron Lauder's Trump's son, and his son is the head of the Fed now. But they want to end the Fed. So did Jeffrey Epstein, by the way. The focus should be on herpes virus genes encoding. He thinks he's like, I've worked it out. If doctors just conceptualized herpes as prey and they created a predator, fixed. And then these actually intelligent people have to be like, this sounds very interesting. This is clearly a neuroscientist. I would say this is Melanie. This person he's emailing is Melanie S. Walker because, for example, no one has ever been able to figure out how to get parasites into the brain. I've taken a lot of them out of the brain and written about them, and I'm convinced it's actually very simple. She is a neurosurgeon. It would make sense for her to be taking parasites out of a brain. She's like, you are making... Wow, that's interesting, Jeffrey. Actually, you are overcomplicating it. You were talking about cryptography when it is actually the Food Channel, you idiot. (2015), he's done a genomic. Jeffrey is the second run, which medically important gene. So he's getting his 2015, still nowhere near 2007, you know? What are these fucking people talking about? Hobbes. Great. Just what I need right now. Hobbes and Adam Smith. What are you... Okay, from what I can tell, these are two idiots talking. I think this might be Noam Chomsky. Wait, no. Although, who is reading, who is in these files that would also be reading Hans Morgenthau? Not many. Who's reading Morgenthau, Bertrand Russell, Adam Smith? The problem is, a lot of these tech geniuses, when they decided that they knew everything about tech and therefore they could also know everything about politics, a lot of them moved into that space and started reading, which was a terrible, terrible thing to happen to all of us. But I think that's Chomsky. That's a girl. That's the same gene thing. I got a copy of Genes in Conflict, my massive book. Trans. It also has. They're obsessed with trans people too. Thank you for tipping. Thank you.
Cup of coffee for the sleuthing. Sifting through evil for the rest of us. Folded hands emoji.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Little Addison Rae break too. Never hurts anyone. We now have 60 plus papers, so they're doing honor killings. I'm so glad that the people talking about genes, the parallel cousin marriage, primates. I was never as mentally as fast as you. What are you talking about, bro? Why do these people... I have a journal on YouTube and I didn't... Guys, thank you. Josiah. Thank you. I'm sorry that I suck at YouTube. I gotta work this out. Check Discord DM. Oh, shit. That's okay. There's nothing there. They are. Oh. Listen. What is the lawsuit? LaMelo got... Hang on, guys. Do you know, Josiah, that I came to the Hornets from being a Sixers fan? Because I like the pain of never winning. I like the pain of getting close, tasting sweet victory, having it in my fingertips, and then watching it slip away. Oh. Well, he ran over someone? Listen, it happens. It happens to the best of us. It's in mediation. I think the kid put his foot out. I'm willing to say it. I think, as I said, I don't think it's going to be this season. This isn't our season. It's every time you see the team develop, the players get a little bit more cohesive. The players get a bit more of that look, like when they start throwing to other players without even turning their head. The more that kind of teamwork develops, we need a couple of seasons to develop that. And once there's that cohesion as a team, we can bring in a stupid person. So we've already got LaMelo, who's great. But let's get another stupid player, like a big player. Let's bring in a big. You know what I mean? Let LaMelo go crazy. Bring in a really good defensive big. And then we'll win. But it's okay. Whenever these people get on your case about, oh, there's the Charlotte I know. We're in a building phase. building. We're looking for progress, not perfection. Unbelievable the way some people are. Back to the pedophile. We already read this one, didn't we? Yeah. No one died. A kid had his foot run over. People do that by accident all the time. You're going to ruin the Hornets season all over all over some kid's foot? I love talking about sport. What do you want to know? I can talk about any sport. I actually follow basketball. The rest I don't follow, but I have thoughts. It only took Nuggets 20 hard years. No, obviously every team has a big. Obviously, Matthew, okay. Don't fuck with me. I'm saying, if we look at the Hornets, okay? Where are we going to invest our money to get talent if we're going to get a super freak, right? Because women's basketball, men's basketball are different. Women's basketball, it actually is about the team composition. Men's basketball, it's just every team has their own super freak and the super freaks all battle it out, okay? You pay a lot of money, you get a super freak. All the super freaks, they dunk and they do their own thing and they're just super freaks, okay? Now, LaMelo is a builder super freak. He comes with natural raw talent. You build him out, he's going to be a super freak. But he doesn't count because we grew him, okay? So we still get to purchase a super freak. And I'm saying, if we're going to purchase a super freak, let's purchase a big so we're not interfering with LaMelo. Unless you want to purchase what is LaMelo PG or shooting guard? No, not the lawsuit. I just want to know what position he's playing. I don't even care because you just piss me off so bad. You just piss me off. He's a guard. But is he the shooting guard or is he the point guard? You don't think you can buy what? You can't buy a big anymore? Yes, you can. It's called a contract. You just buy them. Last attended Illawarra. Oh, was he in Australia? Interesting. Oh, he's born in 2001. He's a baby. He's God. Okay, but he's a 1. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't know. You happy? I don't know. You can get him a little friend. You can pay and get him a little friend, like Miles Bridges. You can get him a super freak Miles Bridges, and they can do little things together. Okay? Or you can get a big that can just take care of the D so that he can do his super freak stuff. Okay? You can just buy him a big. I don't want it. You know what? I don't trust any of you. You've put me in a very suspicious mood. You happy? Back to the pedophile. What does it have to do with Deepak Chopra? What doesn't it have to do with Deepak Chopra? Everything. Everything. Okay, guys. That would actually be sick. Imagine how fast he would be. The sting. What would the sting be? A sting feels like a dunk, doesn't it? Like, I would prefer it be something like ankle breaking, like something. Sport used to be for the boys. I've taken it. It's for the girls now. Also, okay, just sorry. Watched all the Winter Olympics, which is so funny to me because it's like, I saw this thing and it was like, Summer Olympics. How fast can you run? How high can you jump? can we make a horse dance? And then the Winter Olympics is like, you were speeding down an icy slope at over 100 kilometers an hour. One wrong move, and you will surely perish. And it's just very true. And then it's like, you were speeding down an icy slope at over 100 kilometers an hour. At the end, you must do a flip. One wrong move, and you will surely die. Okay, my question was going to be, though, you have all these hot snowboarders, and they all vote for Trump. Your American snowboarders, they're all hot, they're all single. Giants? The only Giants I know is GWS, Australia. Oh, New York Giants? What do they play? Brown ball? I love Ilingu. Ilingu. People were rude to her on Ilingu is one of those people that just makes you feel like bad about yourself, but is also you're like glad they're there so that you just have someone to look up to. But someone said, do you feel like you've lost 2 golds or do you feel like you've won 2 silvers? It's like, give her a fucking break. She is the most decorated winter sports person there is. Did you see that guy come in 3rd and then apologize to his girlfriend for cheating on her? Yeah, she did so well. Am I a Giants fan? If Giants is the brown ball, no. In the brown ball game, I go for Philadelphia Eagles. Also, my favorite sports person would be Dennis Rodman, obviously. I also am very into the tennis. I love tennis. Okay? That's what I enjoy. Alex Dimonor, my Aussie boy. I'm ready for him to have a win. But I'm a Birds fan. That's correct. They broke up, right? Who? Who broke up? Also, I randomly got into F1. That's my new sport. Everyone keeps trying to get me into hockey. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's for me. Try, that's so funny. Deepak Chopra, you are the universe. Fuck off. Oh, cheated on his girlfriend. Yeah, they broke up. And he was like, I have to apologize. It's like, can I just say something super blunt to you guys? I'm sorry. I have to tell you this. If you ever cheat on your girlfriend and you're going to make a grand gesture and you're going to humiliate yourself in front of everyone by apologizing and explaining what you did, don't do it when you win 3rd place. Because now everyone just knows I got cheated on by a loser. Win first and then do it. If you win 3rd, shut your mouth, okay? And that's my honest opinion. Here's a photo of what Jamaicans like to do in the late afternoon. Here's a big green lizard. And now watch them too long. She seems real attractive. What are they doing? Fucking lizards? Did this happen to me? No, but it might as well have. Clibo, that guy fucking ruled. He was a monster. Can I tell you, I really like the cross-country skiing because they look so silly when they come out of the gate. Those first few steps are so silly. And then it's just like, you're like, oh, this is kind of hard. I enjoy the Winter Olympics. But, I am a Vietnam War vet, but served for only 1 day. Why? I had a mental breakdown the year before I graduated from Harvard, which rendered me unfit for military service under any conditions, even if the Russians were coming over the next hill. So I said, fuck you two, I owe you nothing, including, of course, taxes. And since I have sufficient Jewish mathematical genes and meticulous training for several non-Jewish Harvard professors, plus presently a very forgiving Jewish accountant. Oh, so it's fine when they say it. What did this come from, Robert? No one asked this. What is this song? I don't like it. It's stressing me out. There we go. Yeah, if you... trying hard and losing is like a very un-Australian thing to do, which is why Australians give up the second the going gets tough. It's a very important part of Australian culture. Win, 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 third quarter, fumble the ball one time, fuck up a tiny bit, completely stop trying. That's the Australian way, baby. Watch any Australian game. Watch any Australians do anything now. You watch. Going well, going well, going well, going well, going well. Almost at the end. Simple fumble. Robert Trivers is... Let's find out, actually. I know who he is, but we haven't done a search on him yet. He's like a weirdo. Freak. He's an evolutionary biologist. Influenced Richard Dawkins, Steven Pinker. Oh, fuck. The emus, everyone talks about the emus, but like, you can't really blame us because the thing is, when you don't try, it's like you can always say, well, I would have won. We could have beat the emus, but we didn't try. I don't like this song either. This is him. This is so fun. He often sends like little notes to his friends on how they should talk about him. It's very interesting. Reputation leavening before recent onslaught. After jail, deserved a second chance. Worked in cancer prevention, not cure. Prevention means you never get it. The elephant in Paris as a reminder is elephants, as they have 23 copies of tumor suppressor genes and humans only have one. Elephants never get cancer. 2 scientists make up half the people during UN week. In the past, Marvin Minsky, father of artificial intelligence, Mandelbrot to discuss market and fractals, Gerald Elderman to discuss neural networks, Botstein, music, the brain, ? Who the fuck knows what this second part is? But this first part, he loves writing to people and telling them what they should be telling other people about him. It's very strange. He does it a lot. Great. I'm putting together Chomsky, Wolfram, Hills, Negropody. Should be lots of deep. I cannot escape this man. Who are you, Stephen? Oh. That's annoying. Oh, another woo-woo idiot. Okay. Feminism and the myth of patriarchal oppression. So glad this guy's in the emails. When we're talking about gender and genes. Okay, they're talking about consciousness here. I don't really care about consciousness. Consciousness is a wank fest. Okay? Consciousness is not interesting to us. Was my future ex-wife and mother of my children there? Boris and I are looking for 20-something-year-old genes so I can have someone to leave the island to. Do we have to refer to people like this? What am I looking for in a date? Well, it'd have to be 35, 37-year-old genes. Very strange, guys. Not cool. Noam, you're bad at linguistics. Oh, did you hear that? That was my neck cracking. Oh, we already read this. Ah, and I guessed this was read before, but it was unknown, and I said it was Noam Chomsky, and what do you know? It is Noam Chomsky. We read it before when it was marked unknown. Here it is marked, and it is Noam Chomsky. Why? Because I'm a fucking genius. It's like playing a game of Guess Who in these emails. Him getting his freaking... Oh, I'm not reading anything to do with you, Deepak. But I do want to know what this is. In men, it can get better. There's a type of wine that does not get better with age. I don't want to know what you guys are talking about. I'm stressed about you guys. I'm leaving that till later because I'm really worried it's going to turn into some weird ass fuckery. Reid Hoffman, who never really met Jeffrey Epstein. There you are. Nice to see you. Lord Martin Rees. To the space, and that space we've been modifying our genes to create versions of ourselves. Okay. Yes, please. Yeah, I think that there's going to be weird sex shit with Deepak Chopra. I have no evidence for this, but Chomsky's linguistic theory boils down to everyone looking at it and going, that's wrong. We got to modify ourselves, guys, so we can go to space. Why? See, Reid Hoffman, I had nothing to do with anything. Why are you here, Reid? Why are you CC'd? Huh? Who are you, Joshua Cooper Romano? I assume you're part of MIT Media Lab. I want you guys to know... Oh, Kissinger's consulting firm. Great. Great. When I'm doing this alone and not on stream, I get in a real flow space because I get on my walking pad and I put on trance music And I just like click, 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 read, click, read, click. But I'm trying to make it sort of interesting by saying every sixth word out loud and kind of rambling and being grumpy, you know? It's actually crazy. When I did my last video, I was on the walker. I got off. I'd done like 20,000 steps. I didn't even notice because my legs are so sore. But I had just I'd locked in so hard. No, that's what I'm listening. Like I listen to like 90s, like it's a playlist I have called like Nokia Trance, Nokia 3210 Trance. It's crazy. It works so good. Suddenly I'm in it. I'm doing like the real work. Oh, good. Let's share with the Sultan. No, Pep, I think you're correct. I think that's why they're so obsessed with this genetic stuff, because this is what I'm trying to say. This here is pre-looks maxing. Okay. Dear Martin, thank you. I'm very happy. I would be later to do my home. Alas, I have lost. Who are you, Robert? Robert who? Robert who? Oh, Trivers. Okay. Okay. I can find that playlist and put it in the music section of the Discord. It's not my own personal playlist, but my playlist that I listen to, sometimes I'll make them up and I'll put them in the Discord Spotify ones. But the trance one I'll have to send you. It's so good. What's the dumb? I mean, is it dumb? You know, because sometimes he says something very dumb, like hit yourself in the face with a hammer. Clvicular, that's dumb. But then sometimes he says, I don't really engage with politics because it spikes my cortisol. Like someone's like, do you want to hate trans people? And he's like, I don't really, no, I don't. I don't want to. I don't even want to, you know. I don't want to worry about that. You're spiking my cortisol. And I'm like, you know what? That's how I should approach people who try and confront me and they want to debate me. You know what I'd love? Can someone find me the best debate Andrew Wilson has done with this stupid force doctrine? Because I want to show you guys how to debate this force doctrine thing, but I would rather eat glass than talk to Andrew Wilson. But if someone can find that and put it in content suggestions, I will more than gladly do a stream on why that argument is silly. No, we already read this. We already read this. This is what I mean. So much of the stuff in here as well is like repeat stuff. Bye, Evan Starcraft. Have a good sleep. I too am I'm actually getting hungry, which is a problem maybe bigger than sleep, because sleep I can fight through. When I get hungry, I get real moody. You don't want to see me when I'm hungry. I need a protein shake. but I don't have a protein shake. I don't mind if it's long or short, whatever is the best, wherever you think that Andrew performs the best or someone challenges him the best, and he still thinks that he comes out with a W. I don't want to eat on stream. It feels unprofessional. Unless you want me to be a mukbanger. God, I am so into Girl World. I don't know if you guys know what Girl World is. Amber Lynn Reid. I watch 5 reaction channels. It's sick. It's sickening. It's the only thing that calms me down. I don't know how that started. I don't know where it started, but it is the only thing that makes me not stressed. Thank you, Matthew. No, just whenever you find it, because I would like to. I have, at this stage in my life, I have been debated out, if that makes sense, right? I don't have any fight left in me. The fight has been taken from me. I do not wish to fight anymore, but I can watch other people fight and tell you how I would fight. But I no longer have the strength nor the energy to argue. I have been argued to the point that it no longer exists in me. Moplex. What the Yeah, okay. He always talks, I can always tell when he's talking to a freaking young girl. He always gets very like, I know what's best for you immediately. You're too smart to believe that what is good for you, a 22-year-old healthy girl with wonderful genes, has any benefit for someone less fortunate, you idiot. He loves to talk. He sends these girls to uni. Jeffrey, I am a girl from the village. Grew up in the middle of the forest, surrounded by natures and animals. I used to go to get milk from this old lady who loved and spoke hours with her cows, took warm eggs straight from hands, was running barefoot on the snow and eating tons of garlic. Is it normal that I am still close to nature? It will take time. I understand. That is where you were. The question now is, where are you going to be? She's clearly saying, like, you should just have garlic for a sick stomach. He's like, Pepto-Bismol has saved millions of lives. Save lives. The side effect was staying alive. I am willing to advise you, guide you, help you if you want. If it is more important for you to be right than really learn something useful and new. I completely understand. You are your own person with your own tightly held beliefs, and you have done a remarkably good job of getting what you want. Remain your friend, Jeffrey. This is literally how he this is not the girls he traffics. This is more like the seeking arrangements type girls. He gets a lot of girls in their young 20s that come from Russia. He pays for their rent. He pays to put them through university. And then he gets very grumpy with them very quick. He kind of dates them, but they also kind of date a lot of his friends. Haha, Jeffrey. Friends don't become enemies if they hold different beliefs. Jeffrey hates for her opinion, and I don't think I'm right, but it works for me and I still believe in it. I listen. I'm open for new information. That information will change my beliefs. I don't mind. No. I'm not suggesting being my enemy. I'm suggesting that because you are beautiful, most men say, yes. I don't hate you for anything, especially not for your opinions. I just want you to learn and not be stubborn. So far, I've seen no indication that you are really open. Why I like teaching at universities, where'd you do that, Jeffrey? Is that the students are serious about wanting to learn. Usually the best schools, the first day, the student is taught that the vast majority of what they think or believe is inaccurate. And if they want to get ahead, they have to really study and forget their childhood beliefs. That's at the good schools. At the shitty ones, they tell you, please pay your money and anything you want has merit. It's crazy. Sorry, I actually really enjoy. I find the emails to the young women fascinating because he's so like, here's what you have to do. Shut up. No one gives a fuck about your opinion. Be grateful. I've done everything for you. Now you come to me asking for help. Try this. You're an idiot. But then he talks to men and he's like, oh, we're so fun and friendly with one another. Guys, I'm hungry, but we're only halfway through. Spoiler, Jeffrey Epstein doesn't teach at any universities. Donald Hoffman. BRCA. The BRCA virus. Can't believe I'm going to have to go back and read all of these Deepak Chopra emails. Let's make... Yes, dumb people are controlling the world. But the worst thing is they don't know they're dumb. They think they're smart, Ruby. Imagine having so much money that you could just like, because the thing is, once you invest in stuff, every time you go to an event or something, you can just suddenly, I'm invested in this this gene modification program that's creating self-healing wounds. And everyone's like, wow, oh my God, he's so intelligent. It's like, he's not doing any of the science. Yeah, Pep, that's something that's so interesting as well. Is that like even the tone that the girls take in the emails when they're talking to Epstein, they're always like, oh, Jeffrey, I'm not saying that. Blah, 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 blah. Like, don't be mad at me. Yeah, you can't win, Peep. It's so interesting because you try and perform masculinity or like you naturally perform masculinity, right? Like when I went to the European Conference for Gender and Politics, a lot of the women there were wearing like black turtlenecks and they were wearing very dark colors. And I actually felt very judged because I was wearing pink. And I felt like a lot of women were looking at me kind of like judgmentally. And I thought, isn't that interesting that this kind of, not misogyny, but like a chauvinism, that there's something better about a more masculine expression of identity and power in intellectual spaces than a more feminine one. Like I'm getting judged because I have long nails and I have these spectacular pink tuxedo pants on. And they're upset with it. I have this incredible silk shirt that has these purples and blues and pinks, and they're up, it's interesting to me. And then I found that when I was happy, it was like very strange. They were very judgmental of my happiness. But then in a room with men, if I were to talk like this, if I were to underpitch, if I were to come in and speak with a certain kind of confidence, that would also be derided. I love Legally Blonde. Oh, fuck Deepak. I want to know who this is. Oh, Elizabeth Holmes is the queen of underpitching. Yeah, I mean, there are times. I also underpitch when I want to come across as more respectable or someone. Like, you're not gonna, a lot of the time on the stream, you'll hear me talking like this, right? Like, I'm so silly. And I have a very, like, sing-songy voice as well. But if I want to be taken seriously, if I'm giving a presentation, it is going to be more like this. Just because I find this is the tone you have to take in order for the people. I actually find that I even do that in my videos a little bit. That's my tone. I don't like it when I watch it back. I want to have more of a fun tone, but I can't do it when I'm recording because I get so in my head. Guys, I'm hungry. At the moment, it's just like, it's survivable. But it may not be forever. Yeah, I do be code switching. If we are in a game and I he's like, what if we looked at genes and we applied game theory? Has anyone done that? You fucking idiot. Who's Sandusky? Oh, amazing. Guys, if you're wondering, Jeffrey Epstein thinks that Sandusky's innocent. Jeffrey Epstein thinks that a convicted serial child molester is innocent. Heard it here first. I found that was innocent. Nothing in the transcript proved to me beyond reasonable doubt that he was guilty. God. I'm glad. Hey, here's a blog I found. You should read it. Interesting blog. By the way, this serial child molester, I think maybe he's innocent. Totally normal segue in a conversation. Does he write back? Yeah. Thanks for the info. Not sure about the parent-teacher distinction in terms of biological versus. I can't imagine feeling that way about my son. Okay, I love this as well. Look at his reply. He just completely... A bulk of this email is about Sandusky, right? This is the bulk of the email. This guy does not reply. He just ignores all of that. Wild. Oh, fuck off, Deepak. Not now. Yeah, it's like everyone's like, I really didn't fully understand what his charges were. And every email he's sending to people, he's like, by the way, pedophilia, probably not real. My comments all concerned cancelled talk in 2000. After 7 years, you seem to flip. No support at all. Oh. falling out between Trivers and Jeffrey. Short answer is after 7 years. Hang on. Oh, God. There's a fight. And this is the shit I live for. Just wasted after 7 years it continued. You seem to flip. No support at all for the past 2 years, nor response to requests. Just wasted 2 days at Hunter College here in NYC, lecturing and meeting with head of master's program separately, chair of the psych department, trying to pinch hit for someone on sabbatical. Hey, he said they love me, but offered me monkey money, as we call it in Jamaica. 55 a semester? What the fuck? That is low for a semester. $5,500. But I can't take Jamaica 24/7. I'll fly to London, Berlin. Can you name a time and date on the phone? I can call you today if you like. My recollection is that we sat together. I thought you might want to focus. Okay, maybe it's not a falling out. I thought you might want to focus on transgender biology. People would be interested and I would fund. I'm a true believer in your talents. My understanding, and of course it could be incorrect, was that honor killing work was detrimental for you, as was the knee-hip ratio in sprinters, etc. Little public interest where genetics of exceptional and transgender would be helpful. I'm always of the view that I should do no harm and said I wouldn't give you drugs. Ooh. If you asked because it was bad for you, giving you money for subjects that would be, in my strong view, detrimental to your future creates a problem. You said you would get back to me and then told me that Chapman had offered you work. In my view, you were telling me that others would support your honor killing, etc. You had, interesting. Jeffrey, we're not friends anymore because you refused to support my research on honor killings. Hey, good to hear from you. I'll support you if you research transgender genes. Have you considered this? Excuse me, guys. Many thanks for your detailed message. Not quite sure why you thought honor killing would be detrimental. My reasoning goes way back to when I was first working on basic theory 45 years ago and thought it was natural to be attracted to anything that appeared to contradict fundamental logic. Male homosexuality was my choice then. How on earth could natural selection raise this clearly counter-reproductive tendency to 3%? Recurrent mutation alone could at its best get it up to something. As the years rolled by, 3 things stood out. 1, childhood sex, inappropriate behavior as the best predictor, dolls instead of trucks, pink colors instead of blue. Oh, so he's just an old school crazy person. So when I came across honor killings, I thought, this is even worse than male homosexuality. How on earth does it benefit you to slit the throat of your 17-year-old daughter, whom you have invested 17 years of work raising, maybe even a little love, because you find lipstick in her purse or phone numbers on her cell phone that you don't recognize, and who is also physically beautiful? I spent 18 months with David Haig solving this problem, including the factor of inheritance you stressed a while ago. I also mastered the literature. But I could not care less. This is a ghastly problem. Someone else has to solve this problem in theory. Might as well be me. Yes, I agree. It is time to write up my thoughts on transsexuality. I don't think that will take long, but we shall see. Very strange, guys. Very cool conversation to have. Glad you wrote it all out. Richard Axel. He's obsessed with this idea of finding gene algorithms. He wants it all to be... This is something that is very common with dumb people. Sorry, but it's true. And I want you guys to know now. So, like, it's kind of similar to conspiracy theories, is that there is this belief that knowledge from one area should be able to be supplanted into another field, right? So he's worked out, oh, algorithms. There are algorithms. Okay, well, if there are algorithms over here in the tech world, genes must also have algorithms. We just have to work out the genomic algorithm. Once we work out the genomic algorithm, we can do game theory. We can do game theory on the gene algorithms. And it's like, you actually probably just need to be a biologist instead of trying to, because the reason that happens, right, is because people, when they're trying to learn something that isn't, this is so weird. I learned this from, when I did Balinese mask work. When I did Balinese mask work, my teacher was very insistent that as we were taught things, we just had to learn them. That we weren't meant to. He was always like, don't try to transcribe from elsewhere, right? So he would be like teaching us something, and someone would be like, oh, like Tai Chi, and he'd be like, no. Because when you're trying to learn something, your brain tries to recognize patterns from things it already knows. It's like, oh, okay, I already understand this over here. And because I understand this over here, and now I'm seeing there's some pattern recognition here, I'm going to take that and I'm going to just apply it. Now I understand that too. It's like, no. No, just because there is a similarity doesn't mean it is the same thing. Yeah. No biologist must have ever thought of game theory. But I like when that Melanie woman, I'm just assuming it's that Melanie woman, is like, no, you're wrong. That's it. That's an interesting thought, Jeffrey. Compliment sandwich. Association memory. Yeah. So like it's very hard. It's such a natural tendency. But sometimes you really just do need to learn things from like complete first principles and not do that, because doing that creates kind of Frankenstein's monsters. Keep me on. Enjoy picking up your car. Hopefully I haven't left by the time you got back to eat some food. Teal is like this. Is it Teal? See, Teal is a grand chess master, which kind of spooks me. I think Teal has a powerful brain, but I don't think he's as smart as he thinks he is. But maybe he is. Maybe we don't know half as much as Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel, once again, I'm available to be bought. I am available to be purchased. My silence can be purchased. My endorsements can be purchased. I'm ready for my Teal bucks. Yeah, they just believe that they're they just think that they are absolute geniuses and that their presence in every field is a gift. That no matter how much work other people have put in, no matter how much research other people put in, they just have to read a few papers, read a book or two, read a few papers, and then suddenly they get it. And it's like, it's not just like, oh, I understand it, which would be a feat in and of itself, right? To not know anything about epigenetics and genetics and then to like have an understanding of it, that would be incredible. To reach that level of understanding, that would be an achievement. But that's never enough for these men. It's like, not only do I understand it, I understand it in a way that no one has ever understood it before. I kind of fixed it for you. We're done with the chess meta, Tom. Thanks for letting me know. I can rest easy knowing we're done with the chess meta. I read a paper. Someone put me in touch with the head of biology at Harvard, please. And the thing is, because he's got money, they do. And then the head of Harvard wants that money, so instead of being like, you're a fucking idiot, he spends all his time going, wow, that's a really I've never heard that before. You've never heard it because it's fucking stupid. But instead it's like, they hear it as, oh, I've never met someone with your level of genius. I've never heard that before. You're fucking stupid. It's like, that's a really novel way to approach this. Novel because no one has tried it because it's such a stupid thing to say out loud. It's embarrassing. Go to jail. Jail for being embarrassing. Prison. Go to goofy prison. I think Thiel believes everything that he says he believes. I think he's scary. No, I don't, Peter. I don't. I actually think you're very handsome. I think you're really handsome. I think out of all of the tech guys, you're the smartest. Richard Axel. Great. Here's the thing. I really want Epstein to stay away from people's genes. Exactly my thoughts. Why don't we make a vaccine against virus instead of... Guys! What a fucking genius. Why hasn't anyone thought of this before? Instead of making vaccines against all the different viruses, which takes a whole lot of work, why don't we just... Hang on, you can't see this. Guys. Exactly my thought. Why don't we make a vaccine against virus instead of one that does all the specifics? So what if it kills the good ones too? What? Why don't we make a vaccine against virus? Not coronavirus. Not each individual virus. Why don't we make a vaccine against virus? You guys aren't on his level. He's making a vaccine against virus. We keep looking for smaller and more esoteric things that people can get funding for in labs. I think we need to start going the opposite direction. Look bigger, more general. Why don't we... Guys, why don't we create a vaccine for virus? They're just trying to steal money. Do you understand? We keep looking for smaller, more you know what's esoteric? A virus. That's when I think, how should I appropriately use the word esoteric? I think probably an illness that is biological and tangible. That's esoteric. I think we need to start going the opposite direction, looking bigger and more general. Why didn't anyone in biology... What if we just, instead of curing diseases, we just cured disease? Come on, guys. Somebody get these men some money. Oh, that's right, they have it. I need the record of this because that's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking read in my life. Why don't we create a vaccine for virus? Guys. I'm sorry, guys. That is the dumbest thing I've ever read. And we don't even know who it was. Am I correct that a virus, in essence, hijacks DNA and co-opts the system. I believe that DNA codes would have developed its own defense mechanism, including standard protocols of deception, so that you would add complicated junk in an attempt to force the virus to attack the wrong part of your code. You would, because obviously biology is code. They're the same thing. Remember? You would then also create false proteins that by themselves might defend from the next layer of attack. Oh, guys, here's his big idea. My big idea is that where survival of the fittest in mathematics has always been the shortest algorithm, almost by definition, when the concept is overlaid on biology, the one thing I told you not to do, when the concept is overlaid on biology, don't be doing that. Or embedded in a more complex space, the most efficient algorithm will be the most vulnerable. It cannot be broken down further and still work. Therefore, the fittest algorithm is flexible according to the environment. In essence, it is not survival of the fittest. The fitness landscape can reach local minimus, but they are not safe from attack. DNA has constructed a defense mechanism based on deception, camouflage, false info, extra junk. The work should not be what tray came from what gene. That is only a quarter of the space. The other is what genes are fakes. What trays are protective mechanisms the fittest can fool the enemy and change dynamically as the enemy does. For example, making like making multiple useless copies, so when they are attacked, a great deal of energy is expended fighting the dummies. Now, unfortunately, I know nothing about genetics, so I don't know about the validity of his big idea. Miluyali, I feel like maybe you do know something about genetics and you're saying no to this. You're saying no to his big idea because this guy's saying exactly my thought. Exactly. Guys, we've got to crack the code of the body, which isn't survival of the fittest, I've noticed. I have a greater idea. Let's take it to Martin Novak. Let's take it to Martin Novak. He'll have an idea. Let's also get Richard Axel. Let's get all the big biology guys. And let's present them our idea so they can say, wow, I think you're onto something, Jeffrey. Check, please. So stupid. Let me just check if there's an extra email here. Can meet Bill. Okay. Novak can meet Bill at my house. This means this guy knows Bill. So to me, this is going to be either Boris Nikolic or Steven Sinofsky. I think it's more likely to be Steven Sinofsky because he's married to a neurosurgeon. So he's the one who at least thinks he would know something about this. Boris Nikolic wouldn't. So that's a dumb conversation between those two. Deepak. But maybe they should be talking about junk DNA. Because in this game theory, survival of the fittest, world of code and algorithm, maybe they should be. Wait, this might put into context that one Thiel we've been trying to get society to do what we want by persuasion, but they won't. So now we have to... They came up with these stupid ideas. They probably reached out to real scientists who said this doesn't work, but thanks, got frustrated. Yeah, literally. Deprecated. On a greater scale anyway. I'm a little conspiracy brained. Aren't we all a little conspiracy brained? Aren't we all? No, I don't want to read anything from Deepak. What's wrong with Deepak? Learned some interesting things from David Haig about Watson. He did mature with time and kept up with evolutionary genetics. He also race and IQ. Okay, so Trivers is on the race and IQ bent, and Epstein wants him on the sex and IQ and transsexual, his language, bent. Novak, can't make up our mind. He's doing something else. Trivers is obsessed with Jamaica, okay? I get it, you're Jamaican, but like, do you have to bring it up in every email? I assume the best thing to sit tight right now are the latest drops in the market, which I assume related to a bone cutter in Saudi Arabia. I don't think you're getting Jeffrey's big idea, Milu. He's got big ideas. Oh, anthropomorphizing genes, huh? It's taken millions of years for the code and code-breaking cycle, prions, viruses, MA replicators. What if Alice and Bob found out that the cheapest way to fuck Mallory was to add junk? 3 billion genes, only 3,000 active, monstrous amounts of junk combined with switches. I only see things in numbers. Nabokov had synesthesia. Okay, guys, he has number synesthesia. It's not his fault. He keeps talking about code. He has number synesthesia. Every time you say words to him, it just becomes numbers. It's like charts. It's just like numbers. Yeah, they all farmed him. Oh, I look adorable. I saw that email in here about how the neonatal suck is bigger or something. Guys, monstrous amounts of junk combined with switches. I only see things in numbers. Nabokov had synesthesia. Sorry, letter and words in color. Who are Alice and Bob? We got to find out who Alice and Bob are. Let's go to the bottom. I have found an intellectual adventure where I think you may better play a role. I've copied my assistant on this email. Meantime, www conference. This is 2012. This might be the Mindshift conference, but that I think was earlier than 2012. Dear Jeffrey, thank you for having me over. So sorry I didn't know time. I'd rather pack a few days. Have a look at the program properly and I'll coordinate with Leslie. Okay, I think it's the Mindshift conference. I'm in Los Alamos today, my ranch in Santa Fe. The conference is the only one. I was impressed by your writing ability. I fear wasted on inane topics. He loves like giving a little backhanded. Alice is always sending a message to Bob and Bob is decoding it. But sometimes, oh no, there's noise. Alice and Bob are characters in community. Okay, so who's Mallory? Oh, you guys haven't had any of my... I've had music playing this whole time and you've just been in silence. It's been great too. Sorry. No luck for you guys. Let's see. Google, I like leads. Not dissimilar to... Okay. I dislike platitudes. In the game of cat and mouse between genes and viruses. This is Jeffrey Epstein, everyone. Jeffrey Epstein. I'm going to read it for you. Okay. Thanks, Babster. That makes me feel better. Thank you, Teresk. That makes me feel better. I like leads. I dislike platitudes. In the game of cat and mouse between genes and viruses, deception, deceit, camouflage, disinformation, misinformation abound. Not dissimilar to Alice and Bob, to the Alice Bob. Okay, I think you're right. I think it's a communication thingy. Mallory's just part of the gang? Okay. I get Alice and I get Bob, but where did they pull Mallory from? Cryptanalysis that NSA uses to hunt terrorists. Predator. Prey. Great fun. Yes, Jeffrey is a good friend of mine. I'm sure he stole that particular platitude from someone else and presented it as he also once told me all women are by definition sad. Okay. I agree. I agree. I didn't know about Alice and Bob, but now that I do, I'm more interested in Craig, Mallory, and Oscar. Who the fuck are these people? I like the idea of anthropomorphizing genes and so on. It's helpful to me because I have a block against numbers. So if genes can be manipulated, why haven't we figured out how to manipulate them quickly enough to outrun or trick disease? Guys, they're having the real conversations here. They're fixing it. Guys, none of you have even been trying to end disease. None of you have been trying to end virus. But you don't understand, Jeffrey Epstein sees in numbers. Don't worry, he gets onto mRNA. I'm very nervous about mRNA and CRISPR, though, and touching them, because it feels like people, when they learn that he was interested in that, they're going to be like, oh, Jeffrey Epstein did COVID. Okay, so they're all the characters that we have to learn. I've already opened some of the Chomsky emails. I've read through a lot of them. We're not opening this email because we already read it 500 pages ago. No, that's the courier doing the gene panel of Jeffrey. Will Ford, who are you? Peptide. Oh, no, peonies. Nice try, eyes. Thank you, Zach. I will look it up. Secretariat. They're talking about the horses again. He sent something on the genes of horses to the Sultan. Do you have a middle name? Who are you asking this? Deepak Chopra. It's funny to me, like, Deepak Chopra and him having these, like, intense chats. And it's like, by the way, I never asked you. Do you have a middle name? What's your favorite color? Did you play a sport in high school? It's probably actually for a visa or something, but it's still very funny to me. Epigenetically, if you combine it with bird talking to eggs, it's very powerful. Gene variants, epigenetics. Okay. No. Sorry, I can't stop mentioning. It's not my fault. I'm not mentioning Deepak Chopra. He's in the emails. Everywhere. I don't want to be mentioning. If he was nice to me, he would go away. Here we go. This is 2009. This is when we're getting closer to the beginning of 23andMe. Who are you talking to? BlackBerry person. Okay, so BlackBerry person is Mendelssohn. Yeah, Peter Mendelssohn. No, we've already read this one. See, they try and trick us. Ow! Something bit me. Joy. Read. Okay. Yeah. Oh, isn't that Reed? Reed and I and Kevin. Oh, Reed Hoffman, who said that, yeah, a little spider bit me on my foot, but I'm okay. Look at this guy that said he never had anything to do with you. He's just having a brainstorming session. Great. Reading assignment. Deception. Yeah, it's just a normal Australian thing. It's a little spider. It doesn't matter. It's not going to kill me. My postulate is that mathematics at its core is truth. I need this man to stop thinking. He's got another big idea, guys. Everyone sit down. Jeffrey Epstein has another big idea. My postulate is that mathematics at its core is truth. The search for the ideal representation, the immutable, non-changing characters, fixed laws, prediction, math is non-time dependent. Biology, on the other hand, is untruth, deception, evolution, always changing, time dependent, non-predictable. Sets up a nice symmetry, doesn't it? Is the reason that computers are not alive because they do not engage in deception? However, are errors their first attempt? Guys, interesting. What do we think of these thoughts from Jeffrey? Maths is truth. Biology is deception. So once the maths starts deceiving, it will come alive. What do we think? One's in the chat for those who agree with Jeffrey's postulate. Oh, not seeing many ones. But he's got a working group. Joy Ito, the head of the MIT Media Lab. Reid Hoffman, the guy who invented fucking LinkedIn. He hasn't read that yet, Milu. Please. He doesn't need to read it because he's actually smarter. Yeah, I prefer him talking about the pedophile stuff too, an area he actually has expertise in. But I am going to just take that postulate. The machines will come to life. I think Ghislaine is way smarter than Jeffrey. I think Ghislaine is actually... But she's not, you know... I think Ghislaine is... We don't need to talk about what she is, but she's smart. Dear men, don't you worry. There are no women in this chat. Dear men, I, co-evolutionist, without am writing you both because the genes I am attaching are still not quite response. Okay, I'm over these responses to these guys. But I just needed to let you know that that message was for the men only. It was for the men. More of this same fucking email from Joe Thecoria. We get it. Damn it. Sorry, I'm not good at counting. Don't worry, Deepak. Jeffrey sees the numbers. Okay, Henry Jarecki. Henry Jarecki. Psychiatrist and entrepreneur. I don't like those two words together, to be honest. I think those two words should stay apart. I think you should pick one lane. I don't like psychiatrist, entrepreneur. What are you making? Oh, you're literally a futures trader. Okay. Computers. Oh, you also did a little bit of production. Okay. A little bit of theatre in there. Why not? So random. But what are you famous for? What are you? Modern psychiatric treatment. Should drugs be? Okay, drugs. Drugs. Guys. Psychopharmacologic, obviously, guys. Hey, Distron. Very easy to say that word on first glance, obviously. So, medicine. Amtriptyline. I know this one. Antidepressant. Or an anti-seizure medicine? I think this is an antidepressant. Okay. Let's see their little tiff. Henry. This is 2011. So this is early on. Yeah, I've got to upload it. I just got to remember the fucking password to the YouTube. My bad. Henry, I've given some considerable thought, both to our conversation of the past week, as well as our interactions over the past year. I am sure you can take the view that you have lived these 80 years and are quite satisfied with the last 15 or 20, so no need to change course. I respect that position. I'm afraid that you consider friends, both men and women, the same as other deals. What's the lowest price you can pay and still achieve the greatest return? Dollars out versus romance and sex. It's not for me to opine on what appears to have been a winning strategy for you. If you are happy with the result, that is all that matters, at least to you. I view friendship as a two-way street. I don't believe we share that view. My discipline has served you, and though as you might remember, in the beginning, you thought that we would have nothing to talk about. Otherwise, that being said, I would never do business with you as to a person. Everyone has complained about the niggardly, cheap, self-concerned result. I realize you don't give a shit what people think, so I apologize if I inserted myself in. Thank you for saying nothing there, Jeffrey. As you know, I've always welcomed our conversations and have always felt that I learned a lot. I'm not sure I know what to make of your comments just expressed. Do they obviate the plan we had previously had to talk more on this and anything that would make me sad? I certainly haven't meant to justify much of my life. I have any number of failings and am happy to hear of them and think about their origins and possible ways to repair. Guys, this message, he's wasted. This is the kind of email you send someone when you're drunk. It's a drunk email. This is a sober reply. Let's see if this is a sober reply. I'm glad to sit. I am happy to talk. I traveled numerous times to help you decorate your house. I cancelled meetings to go with you to the discount carpet place for your office. I came down to help choose the new finish in your office and lay out your bathroom, sauna, time and time. I assume the lack of a thank you was, as you and I say, it is what it is. I've stood by as friend, family, girlfriend, business partners, charity companions have all attacked your pecuniary ways, and under the pirate code, defended as much as I could based on our camaraderie. Many late night calls, whispers. Please, can you help? I've been your guarantor in our more intimate arrangements, and when it comes time, Norman, Nick, movie, it's always been the same, and without animosity. The focus of the fact that you may be giving too much is a pervasive argument. It goes back to gallery, forcing her to buy coats, jewelry at a discount, saving $2,500, and the same day your portfolio had risen by $7.3 million. As I said, this strategy is yours and has served your ends. If you want to merely have one more conversation where you attempt to convince me that this is fair, we should save both our times. I sincerely understand this strategy works for you, leaving money to people that share your genes, but will complain if you died on a weekend that you screwed up their vacations is yours to do. I do not want to convert you, but I strongly believe that friendship is a two-way street, and your view is that every man is a toll rolled. Guys, as you and I'll say, it is what it is. You know, as you and I specifically say. What the fuck was this? This was flagged because he said you want to leave shit to people with your genes. But this is the joy of doing it the hard way and not with AI, is that you read random shit that has nothing to do with what you're looking at. I think he's sad. It does, doesn't it? Sounds like it belongs in a soap opera. But that's, I find narcissists, and I do believe this man is a narcissist. I find that narcissists tend to be very, like, when they confront or when they retell, when they get into the mode, they're like always very melodramatic. Oh, that's the chick that we heard before. Oh, they looked for dinosaur fossils on the ranch. Okay. Yeah, there's not much to follow. It was just some of his very strangeness. Oh, he's getting other people to do his research on his little deception theory that he's got with the genes. He's very... Guys, he's an author, but not of anything related to anything important. Good. But he's been doing... Darwin himself wrote a book on deception in orchids. Why are you doing a lit review when you know nothing about genes? Genes. The other genes. Hi, pussies. Oh, wait, no. This is the same one we keep clicking into. No, fucking Deepak. I fucking hell. Tom Pritzker? Mood disorders? This is not of interest to me. You build experiences, awareness, unlike Monopoly. Every once in a while, you're allowed to exhibit a free will and move to anywhere with some sort of agreement. We can brainstorm with a small group. Would, I'm sure, stir laughter. I'm not sure how you think about laughter. It's role transmission. On the bio field, there is some new science on electric fields and plants. Very good science. Oh, now he does plants, guys. Oh, it's Deepak! I started reading before I checked. Okay, I think we've read all the emails because now I feel like we're just getting duplicates. But we're so close to the end of the genes search. Hang on, joy is a good one to check. Always. A new view of deception is exploitation. It has the effect on more than the deceived. It affects players in the environment. I wonder if there are things that actors can do that affect the environment to benefit them over others. Sort of related, but not really. No, we've read this. We've read that. And I'm getting tired. Summer's never good. Okay. George. Jeff Epstein says I should worry that a low-carb diet directed at taking me from is at risk of making me dumber. Also says impedes cognition. Do you agree, Larry? Okay. Larry. Okay, a slightly longer answer. Low-carb diet is often ketogenic. Okay, I don't really care about this. Don't fully retire, ever. I know, I gotta go to bed. Thanks, very helpful. Bit reassuring on plan relative to listening to Jeffrey. Hope to see you soon. You are more dramatic than him. Yeah, maybe it's time. It's just we're so close to the end. I'll talk a bit about fossils, genes, the origin of organs. What are you advising for? I'm trying to find out what this fucker was funding with all his genes shit. And I will find it out. Who is Neil? Neil Gershenfeld. Scientist. MIT. Quantum computing. Great. That's going to be super helpful for him not mapping that shit onto genes, which he loves to do. Evolutionary graph theory. He keeps talking about this. We've already read that one. Okay. We are truly getting to the end because we're now just rereading shit. What the hell is this? Spinal curvature in the lumbar region. We're pretty sure that the greater curvature interacts with movement of the knees. Okay, we're now trying to have a lateral. I'm in the process of raising seed money of about 10K, but obviously do not wish to trouble Gordon at the time, so your offer is appreciated. I would think that 40 or 50 grand would put us over the top of this current stage. The genetics would be the final stage. All the best, Bob. Bob who? Did you see the attractiveness study suggesting that 45-degree angle is visually preferred? I'll start with 20K. He talks to Novak, who influences Dawkins. No, that's him. He's rereading. He rewrites a lot of stuff for the girls that he like from Russia. So he'll rewrite. They're like, this is an entrance essay that he's helping with, clearly. Because studying art history at the American University of Paris would be a great opportunity. It's not something he's looking for. It's weird that Thiel doesn't seem more involved in this. He's mostly involved in the crypto stuff. But maybe I just haven't found him yet. I guess they were very busy when they met. It was a busy time. They didn't have time to focus on genes. I'd like to fund reverse engineering of music. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, Peter Thiel. What do you mean reverse engineering of music? Oh, okay, I'll go back and click him. Does its production give one window on the creative mechanisms? Are rhythms a reflection of underlying operating system? Are they genetic? Are complex harmonies an indicator of internal complex? What are you talking about? Guys, I'm going to reverse engineer music. What are you talking about? I'm not interested at all in the listening. Zero. Only the composing. What is this guy's fucking problem? Where's this guy? There he is. Dear Mr. Epstein, things are going well at NeuroTV. I'm planning to launch a company in book editing. The moral signal. Best. Please send me some examples of the show and a trailer. Yeah, he's very short. Why? The thing is, Milu, he sees in numbers. So even if he sat down with Madame Bovary, the whole book would just be an algorithm to him. So why not just study maths? You know? Okay, guys. Tolerating a fetus. Very normal, Jeffrey. I have to go to bed. The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell. Have we to say goodbye? Goodbye. The thing is, we're not even close to even getting close to anything. I need you to know that. This is 1. This is level 1. We could go a bit faster next time, but we wouldn't be as thorough. We just need to get a few things out that are a bit more thorough. Why don't we just create a vaccine for the algorithm? You know how there's evil? It's an algorithm. Have we considered game theory and predator versus prey? Okay. Bye, guys.